Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today I have a pretty interesting watch. This is from a brand called Aries Gold. Now this is one of their new diving models. It's priced pretty reasonably, I would say. Um, I will drop a link to their website in the description below in case you want to grab one of these after the video. Anyway, the box it comes in is actually really nice. It's wood and like a suede top. Comes with your warranty card. I will throw up a video right now so you can see the box. It comes with a warranty card. It comes on a really nice pad, actually. I was very surprised by the pad. It's very luxurious, the box. And it's definitely real wood, so it's a pretty nice packaging. And let's start off with what's on my wrist today, and then we'll dig a little deeper into this really cool dial watch. It's a dive watch, too, so I know most of you guys really enjoy dive watches. On my wrist today is the Breitling Super Avenger, not the Super Avenger 2. This is the Super Avenger, the one that looks better in my opinion. Well, the Super Avenger 2 wasn't released when I bought this back in 2011. Wow, time has really flown by, has it? But yeah, this is the Breitling Super Avenger. It's a larger watch, but it's really nice, and Breitling does, or did, make some of the best bracelets out there. If you know about them, they're so fluid and really comfortable. This one has diamonds on the bezel, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it looks really nice, a little blingy, but you know, sometimes you need a little bling. What can you do, right? But yeah, definitely a great watch, and it's been going strong for like 10 years. So here is the watch we're taking a look at today. Obviously, it's a dive watch. We have that 200 meters of water resistance, screw down crown, screw down case back. Now, this watch from Aries Gold is the model Black CG 9027 CF-BKT2. Yeah, that's the model number. There's a bunch of different variations of this watch. I actually have one on a stainless steel bracelet also, which is pretty cool. And I really like this dial. It kind of looks like a planet, like something you would see if you're walking on Mars or something like that. It's not meteorite, but it is kind of, kind of looks like that, which I thought was pretty cool. Anyway, this model's about $359, but there is always a 20% off on their website if you go on their website, which saves you a bunch of money. And this is their first ever dive watch. They produce a bunch of different other watches, so definitely not a small company. I could say they are a smaller brand or a micro brand, but they're definitely not a small micro brand. Anyway, the watch itself, in terms of some dimensions here, we're looking at a solid 316L stainless steel case all around, 43 millimeters in terms of diameter, case thickness, including that domed mineral crystal. We're looking at 15 millimeters, lug to lug. If you don't know, is from here to here, and that's about 51.4 millimeters from my calipers I got. So, a little longer, but it doesn't really wear that big. When you throw it on the wrist, you'll see. This one comes on the genuine Italian leather band, which is actually pretty nice. They do have a stainless steel one, classic black, or classic, color steel. This is steel with some type of, coating over it, obviously. But anyway, for the most part, it's a dive watch. It's 200 meters. It does have the typical Seiko NH35 automatic caliber. We'll get a little more into that. Let's take a look at the dial. So it looks like you have some nice applied markers with a kind of gilt goldish outline, which looks really nice. And Aries Gold Automatic is printed below in that same tone, as well as the seconds hand, which is sweeping right around there. We have a nice bezel here as well, which is 120 clicks. Then we have your screw down crown. So nice little coin edging here. Now the crystal is a hardened mineral crystal, which is a box dome style. So you have that really cool kind of vintage, kind of Tudor Black Bay aesthetic in my opinion with the case shape here. Yeah, it kind of looks like that a little bit from the sides, I'd say. The finishing is pretty smooth, Everything's really smooth. There are no sharp edges or underneath, anything like that. But yeah, definitely really nice profile there. And it is very legible, even with that box crystal, as you can see there. We have a date aperture at the 3 o'clock position. We have semi-skeletonized hands. A very legible watch, very easy to read the time, I will say that. And you do get some cool reflection or different, kind of looks a little different at different angles due to that dome of the crystal, which is pretty cool. The bezel itself is 120 clicks. The action's actually pretty good. And does it line up? No, it does. It's a little off. It's not off, it's just there's a little play at the top. Like, it's not misaligned, but you can see you can place it where you want it. So there's a little play on each click you can see there. So, you know, it's not misaligned per se. Like there, it's fine, but if you pull it back a little, it kind of goes like that. I don't know. It doesn't really bother me that much. But I know some really OCD watch people out there are really crazy and probably will bother them. But anyway, we have a nice 22 millimeter brown color, a genuine Italian leather band with quick release. So you can see stamped Italian leather. Screw down stainless steel exhibition case back, showing off the NH35, not really something to show off. It's a run-of-the-mill movement. It's a good movement. It's accurate. You know, it does what it's supposed to do. We have hacking, hand winding, about a 40-hour power reserve. But you know, the exhibition case back with the NH35, I'm not really a big fan of that, you know. Anyway, the crown is super nice and super smooth when you wind this watch. Nice crown tube in here. Very smooth to wind. Very easy to use, no issues there. First position, you can swap the date. Then we get hacking in the final position. You can change the time here. Very nice, very smooth crown action, I must say. Yeah, everything functions good. Easy to screw in and screw out. No issue there. The buckle itself is a pretty run-of-the-mill buckle. They just kind of put in their own color with the Aries gold logo. And yeah, this does have Super Luminova as well on all of the applied markers. And the hands as well. So there is no lume on the actual bezel. The bezel's a bit smaller for that vintage aesthetic with that box crystal, and I think it looks pretty good together. Everything really kind of matches, you know, it doesn't look out of place on this timepiece. But let me throw the flashlight on it, and I'll show you what the lume looks like. I have cut the lights and torched it with the flashlight. As you can see, the lume is actually pretty good on this watch. The triangle at 12 is really bright as well. Everything's pretty evenly applied, and it lasts pretty long. I think the lume is just fine. I mean, I think it's pretty good. If you had a 6.5 inch wrist like me, this is how the watch would look. 51 millimeters lug to lug. It is dripping a little bit over, but it's definitely wearable. Really has a nice side profile with that dome box crystal. The strap is actually really comfortable and of good quality. I wouldn't worry about the strap. As you can see, you get that nice hue of different colors on that really neat. I would call it a semi-meteorite dial or a moon dial. Or a, you know, if you're walking on the planet in space, this is what you might see. Looks really cool at all different angles. And yeah, just all around a very comfortable fit. No issues there whatsoever. So there you have it, guys. This is the Aries Gold. Their new dive watch in one of their variations. Like I stated, there are many different variations. Obviously, if you don't like this color, I know some people will not like this color, some will. There's a bunch of different variations for this watch. You know, it has some pretty good specifications. Of course, we get the NH35, which most people really appreciate. It's a workhorse of the movement. You're never going to have a problem with it. It's really accurate. This one's gaining like 6 seconds a day. And, you know, it's pretty good there. I really do like the way they did the crystal here, which is pretty cool. The bezel action is also really, really nice and easy to use. So I do appreciate that. If you want to time a dive or something like that. And of course, we do have that 200 meters of water resistance, allowing this to be a true dive watch. Screw down crown, screw down case back, decent finishing, decent leather band. Although if you're taking it in the water, I definitely think twice about bringing a leather band into the water. I have seen people actually wear leather bands in like the pool and stuff, and I'm like, what are you doing? You know, not everybody knows a lot about watches, and I do understand that. You know, when I first started, you know, getting into watches about 12, 13 years ago, I really didn't know much either, and you really learn along the way. And now I really know a lot about watches and the quality and different stuff like that. So yeah, this one's definitely very good quality. I think they did a good job. Like I said, there's really no quality control issues. You know, the bezel's not perfect. There's a little play at the top, so it might not be perfectly aligned. But that's about it. Everything else is on par. Shipping was really fast. And I also do have another one of these watches, a different design, kind of a skeletonized NH70, which I'm going to show you guys in a week. And I think some of you guys would really like that one, kind of in a Panerai style case, which is really cool. So let me know what you guys think, as usual, down in the comment section below of the new Aries Gold Diver. You can find some helpful links, of course, in the description below. Throw the video a like if you liked it. Leave a comment below. Keep it clean as usual, or I will delete your comments. And that's about it, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in once again to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Bye.